Welcome to our Thursday, April 28, 2016 edition of the Government News Brief. In the news, tomorrow is Culture Day 2016, high levels of rainfall expected over the weekend, and the Ministry of Education says schools will not be closed during independence activities. Stay tuned for the details of these and other stories. Thank you for staying with us. I am Azeem Khan, and this is the Government News Brief. The Hydrometeorological Service is advising the general public that lots of rainfall is expected over the next 4 days. Rainfall values are anticipated to exceed 3 inches within 24 hours. The Hydromet office said the highest intensities and amount can be expected on Saturday and Sunday. Based on this, we urge you to be alert and prepared by taking precautionary measures, especially residents of low-lying areas. Tomorrow, April 29, 2016, has been designated Culture Day in Guyana. Secondary schools in Region 3 are piloting the Social Cohesion Schools Education Program. Find out more in this report.
Minister of Social Cohesion Amna says the purpose of the activity is to provide secondary students with knowledge and information on social cohesion. Culture Day will be held under the theme Culture Up, One Guyana.
We want them to know what are the benefits of social cohesion, the development and their roles in the process. I want children to be exposed to the cultures of each other so that they can have an appreciation for differences. They must understand the contributions made to Guyana by the different ethnic groups so that they can develop an appreciation for our diversity.
Students from 12 secondary schools in Region 3 would be involved in tomorrow's activities. Parents will also participate in the program since the Ministry of Social Cohesion wants to involve everyone. Each school would have a cultural program and children would be allowed to wear their traditional cultural wear. The ministry would be scaling up this program in all 10 administrative regions.
We are collaborating with the Ministry of Education and are using their face-to-community meetings to discuss social cohesion with a myriad of groups. So far, we have gone to communities in Regions 2, 4, and 6 for discussion in communities. We will continue, as I believe, once people understand the tenets of social cohesion, there is a level of buy-in and support for the process. We are already seeing that this is very encouraging.
Minister Ali commended the Region 3 Education Department for the support in this inaugural Culture Day. She added that cultural differences and the value of culture are integral to the social cohesion process. Shanti Gobodan with his Government News Brief.
Drains and outfalls in the city are being cleared to prevent flooding. More in this report.
With rainfall being experienced more frequently now, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure and the Mayor and City Council are cleaning drains and canals in city areas that are likely to flood. This is according to Minister of Public Infrastructure, David Patterson.
We would have commenced last year cleaning the drains, the outfalls, and those things like that. Particularly targeting areas that we know are flood prone. So what we did was clear most of the main canals. This ministry, we concentrated on the main canals and the main sluices. We brought a few sluices that were dormant for quite a while back into operation. And the overall objective, obviously, is to ensure that the water recedes off the land quickly.
Works are currently in progress in Greater Georgetown.
We currently do have a contract out for Sir Brianville, which is one of the low-lying areas. That's ongoing. We have to we cleared the drains. We cleared most of the drains in the area, but we have to repair a few culverts, and that's ongoing at the moment.
Other flood-prone areas which will be addressed include South Rhymeveld and Quemina Street in the city, as well as other areas across the country, Minister Patterson says. In recent years, flooding has occurred in the capital city, resulting in damage to property and other infrastructure. Minister Patterson, since assuming office in May, has been working tirelessly to address the drainage issue, especially in the city. Ranetta Fleur, Government News Brief.
The Ministry of Education in a statement says that it has no intention of closing schools during the period of the independence celebrations next month. A Ministry of Education release is urging parents, guardians, and school administrators and teachers to ignore the reports carried in some sections of the media, which said that the ministry had issued a release to this effect. The Ministry of Education is advising that no such announcement was ever made. Police ranks on beat duty in certain communities will be putting their feet to the pedal as the Guyana Police Force gets set to introduce bicycle patrols. Details in this report.
The introduction of the bicycle patrols on April 29 is as a result of a plan initiated 3 months ago, according to A Division Commander Assistant Commissioner Clifton Hicken.
I spoke to my senior command and I told them, it will be faster and easier for the police to maneuver within the villages and cover more grounds. So, for the purpose of knowledge within the community, local knowledge. So we decided that we're going to partner with one of our stakeholders, and he promised that he's going to, not 20 brand new bicycles, but he will refurbish 20 bicycles through the process, and it will help us. So we plan to have this launching done on Friday, 20 of them. We've identified the ranks already. And those are the ranks that are working within the communities as we speak.
The bicycle patrols will supplement existing ones in critical areas in Georgetown and several communities.
We are going to have bicycles on Regent Street, at least 2 pairs. We are going to continue with Tiger Bay Weather and foot. Now we are going to move to bicycle. We are going to have the bicycle at East Bank Corridor 4. And we're now going to stretch the bicycle patrols in South. But what we're going to do, we're going to enhance our foot posture in Arbaistown and Charlestown with bicycle too. So it will serve the purpose, and coming out of that, we will try to do an analysis within a month to see what fruits we're reaping from this, and if we're reaping fruits, we will extend the bicycle fleet through our stakeholders approach.
Commander Hicken added that there will be enhanced visibility, and the public has always welcomed this aspect of policing. The ranks, he said, are all trained and equipped for their duties.
The trainees would have had their martial arts training coming out of training school, posted to the TSU. They would have posted to A Division. They would have had the firearm training and the rest of it. But the bicycle patrol will be putting these areas, they are not armed. They will have the appointments though, baton, handcuff, and whistle. Again, those are the community-oriented police. And if a crime is perpetrated, there's a mechanism what we call loose containment. We will have a feedback and we will respond rapidly. So it will work for us.
Paul McAdam, Government News Brief.
Workplace stress is now the focus of the Ministry of Social Protection's Occupational Health and Safety Department. Details in this report.
Minister within the Ministry of Social Protection, Keith Scott, says that other countries have committed to reducing workplace stress, and Guyana has to address it as well before it becomes uncontrollable. Minister Scott was at the time speaking at a symposium held in observance of Occupational Safety and Health Month under the theme Workplace Stress, a Collective Challenge.
Countries like Japan have addressed it in a very serious way, where they even give time off for exercise purposes each day on the job. And we are going to be there. And those countries that have poverty, they are going to find themselves in an effort to catch up, even more stress. But this ministry has recognized that. And this ministry, therefore, has taken on board the fact that we need to address it before it becomes out of control.
The minister says that Guyana needs to be committed as the developed countries in tackling the issue.
North America, Europe, Sweden, and those other Nordic countries are so committed to fight against this silent killer. Then they're doing something with it. They've enacted legislation. We have had some of the most progressive legislation to address these issues since 1990. We therefore, this morning, will be once more going over it and we will make sure that we will be there to have it properly addressed.
The symposium was aimed at increasing workers' awareness of occupational stress and identifying strategies which can be used to reduce and manage tension at the individual and organizational levels.
Residents of Region 8 will soon benefit from improved infrastructure. Details in this report.
The regional administration will be undertaking major developmental projects, including upgrades, repairs, and construction of new and existing infrastructure. The region's main center, Madhya, is slated to become a town later this year.
We're doing roads, we're doing building for the health sector, we're doing buildings for the admin, we're putting extension to our secondary schools, and also repairs of our health posts, building new health facilities around the region.
In addition to these new projects, several rollover ones will also be completed.
Tumong Bridge, that's in the North Park Raimas. We have a school at Maikobi to be starting shortly, and a few roads.
These projects are funded through a budgetary allocation of approximately $1.4 billion. Region 8 is primarily known for its mining activities, but will be moving into agriculture. Irish potatoes, rice, and tomatoes are some of the crops residents will be pursuing shortly. For this government news brief, Shivani Ramprasad reporting.
We have come to the end of this edition of the Government News Brief. You can find the details of these and other stories on GINA's website. We encourage you to subscribe to our website and YouTube channel. You can also like and follow us on Facebook so you can be informed as the news unfolds. Do join us again tomorrow for another edition of the Government News Brief. Thank you for watching.